even though I've showed you how to drill out the holes for the power source and the switch, we're going to go ahead and do it anyway. The plan is drill 2 holes here for the power adapter plug and the switch. We'll super glue, hot glue, I don't know why I keep saying super glue, hot glue this, the relay up here, the sound card right here. This was the relay and sound card we made in the sound card video, which was posted earlier. So if you want to see that, but it's basically the same thing we did with our first series, the werewolf in Texas. Same concept. So here we go. So first thing I'm going to do is drill the holes for our power source and our switch. And wish I could remember what size bit I used for that. This one's going to be easy. We're just going to compare it to drill bits. And then once I figure out what drill bit I think I want, we'll put that sucker in there. Try and decide how I want to do this. Alright, that was quick and deadly. Probably too close to that other little hole, but oh well. Again, you know what have you got to lose? It already doesn't work. It's already broken. Basically garbage, right? And like I say, I always like to hot glue these in when I'm done. Could have gone probably with a little bit bigger drill bit, but that's okay. Yeah, let me try reaming it out. We'll keep the jokes down. It's a family channel. One of these days I'll write down the right size drill bit to use. Alright. Again, totally amateur. Let's upgrade to the bigger one. I hate all the crumbs. I'm actually waiting, guys, for an answer back from Facebook Market to go pick up another werewolf. This is like a disease, these freaking animatronics. Alright, good enough for government work. Actually, I was getting ready to mount that. I don't want to mount that until we drill our next hole, which will need to be bigger and a little lower. Oh my God. What did we go with last time? Does anybody remember? 3/4. Looks like it's big, but it looks like it's too big. 11/16. I don't remember. I don't remember if we went with 11/16 and we had to go up to 3/4. I'm gonna go with 3/4. I mean, it's gonna suck if the hole is too big. I don't think it's gonna be too big. We'll just try it. I think Harbor Freight. I'm not sure. I think both of these sets were from Harbor Freight. Just in case anyone's interested. What does it do with the spade? There we go. All right, there we go. I'm gonna go, no I'm not, I'm just gonna stay on one side because such a mess. So let me confirm that it fits, and then I'm gonna go off camera and vacuum up the table, get everything ready for surgery. Well, I guess we already started surgery, right? On the first one I did, I put the switch on the side. Okay, I'm gonna say still not big enough, man. 11/16. You know, barely a little bit bigger. Let me just try reaming it out with an 11/16. Well, not an 11 or 13/16. I don't know. I'm going to have to go back, and I'm going to feel like an idiot if I did. I don't know if I said anything earlier. I did use the fly cut wheel to cut everything down nice and flat here and remove the rest of that PC board that was glued down there. All right, that's the one we need to use from now on, people. Remember that. 13/16. All right. Okay, let me clean up this mess and we'll come right back. Okay. Got my hot glue gun ready to go. I like to hot glue these in. Always like to have on, up, off, down. Plus, that's the way you read it, so. Again, nothing new. We did this in the werewolf video when we made him his box. On this one, we're just upgrading this box because it just doesn't work anymore. You can hand crank it down. You can tighten it down with a tool. Obviously the best way to do is with a tool, but since I am gonna super glue it, hot glue it down, it's just a good tight hand cranking, and like I said, we are gonna super glue it down, so I need to keep a better pair of damn pliers in here. All right, good enough for El Governmente. Okay, here we go. It's just a smidgen of hot glue. All right, probably good enough. Let that dry up some. Let's move that out the way. All right. Originally I said I want to keep the speaker that came with the prop, but I changed my mind. I don't want to use this one. I want to use one of my round ones. I just I know I can get a little bit better sound, and we can get out this original crap that came with. I mean, I'm probably just gonna throw this away. Just garbage. It works. I take that back. I shouldn't say that. It works. It's just I can get a little bit better sound quality and a little bit better functionality. I'd rather go with sound that's a little better. All right, so I really don't want to take anything apart here, but I want to get everything laid out right. We have power going 3 ways, and is this enough to reach? Yeah, it should be. All right. So we need power going to the card, the relay, the sensor, and then to the eyes and mouth, right? And we have our setup here. Okay, we probably have more wire than we need. So like always, we're gonna cut this and make a new connection. So remember that this hot lead is going to go to the switch's hot lead. The lead from the power source will be the negative. This will be your positive. I'm going to put some red tape on there. I already know that, but mark it as red for yourselves, and I mark it as red also because this is now the power source. All right? And that's the connection we're getting ready to make right now. Again, how much leadway you want between these, it's up to you. There is no right or wrong answer. Good wire to save. Couple more, man. It's not enough. So again, hot from the power source to the switch is hot. Put my heat shrink sleeve on there. I think I have a piece and I think it's enough. Awfully close, but what am I going to do at this point? The danger is that this end of the heat shrink could start shrinking. So I'm going to have to be quick with my soldering, I reckon. All right. I did not wet my sponge yet. All right. Please don't shrink, heat shrink. It's not yet. Looks like it's starting to shrink. I'll just leave it the hell alone. Yeah, it shrunk some. Hopefully I can get it over. If not, electrical tape. That pisses me off, but it is what it is. They do so freaking much. Let me tidy up this end. All right. Red tape, red tape. Where are you, red tape? No red tape. All right, I probably definitely don't need that much. Negative. And this is my positive. Let me go find my red tape, guys. Let's see if I even have it in here anymore. I should. Don't know. Can't remember. So because I'm still working on the cabin, I don't want to drag stuff in here. Let's see if we can slide this sucker up. I'm going to be so pissed if I can't get it. So like I said, it did shrink somewhat. I mean, we got it there pretty good. Just get it up a little more. All right, I think that's a good. Shrink it a little bit. Put some red tape on our hot lead, positive lead. All right, I think that works well enough. All right, man, I think I'll keep moving this stuff around a lot, so I think I want to go ahead and slop down the cards now. And now let me get the cards tacked down first before I worry about that. All right, we're having fun with the hot glue, aren't we? I guess I could undo the white wires really quick, but I hate to undo this once it's tested and I have good connections and everything freaking works, because man, you start messing with damn wires. It feels like a good layout right there. goodness. You know, it'd be better just leave it alone, let it dry, but I always want to rush things, right? All right, I'm going to glue this down, and then I'm going to leave it alone and let it dry. Owie. That freaking hot glue just sneaks up on you, man. Pisses me off. All right. Just go ahead and do this now because this is going to ensure my wires don't come apart. Now, I should probably have tested this first because if there is a problem, I can't get the wires out now, but I'm confident everything's fine. All right, I'm gonna let it dry for a while, guys, so I don't have to fight the hot glue. I'm fighting it anyway. Where'd that glob come from? Oh well. All right, we'll come back. All right, glue is dried good enough now, so now we're gonna make our positive and negative connections. Go positive first. All right, we have sensor positive, relay positive, sound card positive, all right, I almost messed up big time. Yeah, we're good, we're good, we're good. Power here, power there. Oh, I almost messed up big time, guys. All right, and then there's one more positive we need to make. I gotta think these steps out or else I'll mess it the hell up. We need a big heat shrink on this sucker or electrical tape. All right. And we got to run a positive into relay number 2. Because remember, this is what we're going to connect the positive to the mouth and eyes to. So I almost screwed that up big time. So we have to make another lead here. All right. To go into, I'm going to put in a common on relay number 2. So we can just do this the cheesy way. Just connect them all like this and slide the heat shrink tube over everything. All right. Then we also, I have a short positive and negative. Let's save some damn wire. Let me use this instead. Yeah, we're going to have to make a negative. We can just use this. We're going to have to make a negative that connects to the negative and to run out to these wires also. So I almost screwed that up big time. Keyword being almost. All right. So all of our positives are together. Let's seal their fate. I'm going to clip all the excess off. All right. Get a big fat heat shrink. Not too fat. Protect our positives. Where's my runoff positive? I did connect it, right? Where's it at? There it is. It scared me. Again, if it didn't make sense, what I said earlier, you're going to see it right now anyway. All right, now we're going to connect our negatives. Now we need to make a runoff negative. We probably have enough wire here. Just get rid of all this excess. We could actually, because the negatives don't need to run off the relay, so we're going to just direct connect our negatives. It's that cheaper wire we talked about earlier in earlier videos. All right, and this is not cheap wire, so this can handle that. Okay, like I don't know how to, the best way to explain is negatives don't need to be run through the relay, right? I don't know if I can explain it better any other way. The negatives are fine running directly from the hot negative from the power source. All right, we're going to make a nice straight line with this one now. So both negatives to the mouth and eyes will run off of the main negative here. I hate having those little pieces around because they could get stuck in something, screw something up. So negative, we missed the negative right here. So we're going to double check, make sure we have all of our negatives hooked up. Actually, we missed two negatives. Boy, we missed the sensor negative also. Double check your work. I think we're going to go with a slide on shrink. If I try and do this straight line thing, just do it the same freaking way. All right, we have the sensor sound card, the relay, and to the eyes and mouth. And then we can just direct connect that right there too. Should be enough wire, I hope. Need a fatter piece of it. Wrapped up. All right, so now we got to run hot juice to relay 2. We're going to put the hot in the common slot, and we're going to take this that goes to the mouth and eyes and put it in this slot. And I'm just going to bend it and hope I can fit that sucker in there like that. Let me find my good screwdriver. Can't find anything in this damn thing. Open this baby up all the way. So again, we're going to put hot juice in the common, and we're going to connect this one right here. All right. Where's my shitty? Crank that baby down. Okay, where's my hot wire? Let's take a nip a little bit off here. Looks good. So maybe a little more. And then I'll explain why again, since this is basically a new video. Okay, so we have hot juice running to the common. And then we got positive and negative going to the eyes and the mouth, right? We have our negative hooked up direct to the negative, good to go. Until this relay 2 is triggered, that's why it goes in the NO, normally open, common, and then NC is normally closed. That means it's closed. It's kind of like the opposite. That means electricity would be constantly running if you had your wire in NC. We have it in normally open, it's open. The sensor triggers relay 1, triggers a sound. The sound card sends a message to trigger relay 2. The switch goes and touches and now sends hot juice up these 2 wires to the eyes and mouth. So this card is set, ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. I'm confident everything is going to work. I should probably test it first, but I don't feel like it. And I'm just going to glue it, screw it. I'm going to glue it. So we'll let that dry. We're pretty much almost ready to put it into, well, we got to make these connections to the eyes and mouth. And we got to figure out what speaker we're going to use and where we're going to put that speaker. So that's where we're at. All right, so before we can connect the wires, I just realized I could have done one. Oh my God. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second. I know what the gibberish, I'm talking gibberish. I'm gonna try to do this on my table to see if I can make this happen like this. I'm just kind of realizing my little pumpkin head's not in alignment the way I want it to be. All right. So the reason why is I have to run this wire down through here first. All right. And if it wasn't for that, then this way I can make this attachment better to the sound card. This way I won't have to work short. I can work. I got that much slack to work with. All right. These screws are fatter and a little longer. I'm going to try using these screws that I had left over. Probably the head probably won't fit down in there. Nope, sure won't. What a bummer. I think that's going in. Again, this would be better on my lap, but it is what it is. All right. Let's see if I can do this one better than what it was. I should just constantly. Feels like it's going in. I don't know. We'll see. Went somewhere. I don't know, feels good. Good enough for, as we say, el governmente. All right. So now we make the final connection. Well, not really. We still have to tinker with the speaker. That would make my life a lot easier if I just used the crappy speaker that came with it. Because that's what I did with the other one that I finished already, but I also want to replace that speaker because I just feel like these speakers are way better quality, and just want to make sure I'm good on my angle here. And better speakers equals a better life. Okay, I could have just done one of these to go to both, you know, to go to mouth and eyes, one wire, mouth and eyes, but I split it up, so we'll just split it up. It is what it is. So well, we'll be able to, even though we don't have speakers yet, we can still plug that speaker back in just to test it, test the head and eyes, the mouth and eyes. We'll be able to test it once we make this connection here. All right, let me plug back in my soldering iron. heat up while we're doing all this prep. We should be able to go with a real skinny one, I think. Skinny wire. Skinny wire, will you work? Works on that side. Too skinny. Go with the next one up. That fits. Yeah, it fits, I can tell by looking at it. In order to be a cheapskate and save money, split it in half. Alright, so I believe the eyes are blue and black. Blue is, we're going to need another one. It's one per. We'll do the eyes first, then the mouth, and then a test. Let's go ahead and prepare our heat shrink now so we don't screw it up and forget, because even in such a short span, I will forget. Joe Biden syndrome. What? All right. Blue is positive. Black is negative. It's probably not ready yet, so let's go ahead and get this sucker on. Alright, hopefully my soldering iron is hot enough. And solder. Rid of that big lump. All right, and now for the mouth. Red is positive, green is negative, I believe and I hope. All right, the last connection we need to make. Wire. Behave yourself. There's got to be something. All right. I'm just going to do the heat shrink one at a time, because every time I try to save time and be lazy, I have problems. Problem area. Let's just nip it off. That really didn't work. Let me see if I can just slide over it. There we go. I messed up big time, ladies and gentlemen. Wait a minute. Oh, yes, I did. Boy, how did I make that dumbass mistake? Yep, nothing like wasting time and money and effort. All right, you know what that means. Snip, snip, clip, clip. Redo, idiot. Not paying attention, going fast. This sucks, guys. Just wasting time, money, and effort, man. All right, try to do it the smart way this time. Red to red. Like these stupid little mistakes, and if you don't catch them and you put everything together and then the prop doesn't work right, and then you go back and you have to tear everything apart and figure out why. So I'm glad I caught that now, but again, just the time and effort that was wasted just now. But like I said, amateur, you know, this is real amateur TV here. Nothing fake. We show it all. The good, the bad, the ugly, and then in the end, oh, should always work, I believe. I don't think I've had a failure yet in the end. Heat shrink. All right, we can actually test this baby now. So this is like a big test for everything. It's off, plug in, nothing should happen. Something blows up. All right, let me switch her on. Let me put the sensor, let's put the sensor on her chest. Should activate. Might do 2 or 3 run-throughs or something Turn it on. Green light's on. All right, eyes lit up, mouth is open. We did not connect the speaker, so let me turn it off. That's a good sign. Now we can test it. I'm gonna turn it on, everything's plugged in, no power. We're in off, no power. Let me turn it on. She might activate, do it. That there is a good sign. Her eyes are lit up. I don't think you can see it in the camera. All right, relay 1 turned off. Relay 2 turned off again. I don't know if you can see it on the card or not. Now let's give her a quick swipe. There we go. She activated. Okay, we're going to call that a success story, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get ready for our next step. All right, so we're ready to put it back together. We have the lead for the speaker and the infrared PIR, whatever the hell it's called. We'll just stuff it all in there for now. And the wire going up to the head. Everything is working really freaking good. So now it's time to stick everything back in. One last look at our new board, or what it looks like. And I expect many years of use out of this baby. And if it breaks, I can fix it. Okay, it looks like I put everything in the ass backwards, but oh well. It is what it is. It'll be upside down. Wait a minute, no it won't. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. All right, so what I didn't account for, again, total amateur hour, baby. I did not leave. I should have went further down. So I kind of can't close it right unless I cut a little bit off right up here. And I'm going to just go ahead and try to do that with my box cutter. Or maybe my, let's see if these snips can. I mean, I hate having to do this kind of stuff, but you know, you don't check this stuff out ahead of time, which I would have never thought of it, guys. I mean, it is what it is. Let me go find the box cutter. I hope it's over here somewhere. I'll try to do this for the camera without slicing my damn thumb off. I mean, luckily this is not hard plastic. And hopefully that's enough. Yeah, we can work that, I think. Maybe I need to take a little more off. Right about in here. I didn't want to do that. But you know what? Now that I did, screw it. Like, no way to do this without cutting your damn finger off. Should be able to get up in there now. And worst case scenario, I can just build this up with that 2-part epoxy stuff. And if I have to break it out, we will. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. But I don't think we will. I think this is going to work. I always work on the premise, guys, that perfect fit. That it's broken already. I mean, it's, you know, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? I got to throw it away. All right. Look for the screws. 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. These are very tiny. I should use these bigger screws. I got 4 of them. I might as well. I know might not have to use these 2 stupid middle ones. Oh, let's see how they go in. Definitely thicker. We go from this to that. I tell you, man. Definitely will hold it better. I know that much. And I think we'll probably be able to shake that one out. I hope. Guys, the bottom line is this baby is going to be better than what it was. I felt that was going to happen. Well, that didn't help anything. I want to break her head. I don't know, man, it's weird. It's almost like we forced it up. Like it's out of freaking alignment. I don't understand how that can happen. Might have stripped that out already. How in the hell, you know, can you drop the freaking screw in there and like totally lose it? I don't even hear it rattling around. How? Because somebody, please explain that to me. Like, where the hell could it have gone? Incredible. There we go. Freaking incredible. Ah, man, I tell you. Just don't understand these things. All right, she's not going into anything. There we go. Awesome. All right, good. I'm not going to put these 2 little ones that were in earlier. There's no need with these 4 big, hefty screws. All right, we're going to go with this speaker. And this is just going to be glued to her tunic when we make it for her. We're going to make it. We're going to put it together with hot glue. And I might screw these in and super glue it in. Let's see if I can bend these corners inboard, downward. Let's just screw it on. Oh my God, you know. All right, let's give her one more test. Sometimes it does that. It cycles itself 2 times, 3 times. I gotta be careful with my movements. All right, I think it's picking up every damn movement I'm making. Like I turned my head or something. I think it's picking it up. Let's do this. I mean, we know it's working. That's the bottom line. Good sensor. And that sucker, I just turned my head. I was turning my head and I think it was just picking up everything. Alright. Shut up. Trying to think what I want to do here. I think I want to try to bend these. And I think I'm going to hot glue it and screw it. That's what I think I want to do. I just don't know. And then we'll use these little screws that we pulled out from the back. I just don't know how hard we're going to have to push to get it to go through. I think she's starting to go. I don't want to drill, man. There's one. All right. I'm going to put the screws in, then I'm going to just squeeze hot. Well, if I do that, it might not stick well. So let me loosen this up. The hot glue gun was plugged in on the test, so I need to let it sit for a little bit. And I think that's all I'm going to do, guys, is just hot glue it and put these little screws in that we took out the back, 4 of them, and call it a done deal. And then next, I mean, all that's left, this is an easy build. All that's left is making her tunic, so she'll look like her brother. And that's it. It's done. And putting it on her and gluing it up on her in certain areas. I need a bigger, longer screw here. The neck keeps popping out. That's disappointing. It's just we have such a small hole there for the screw head, you know. So the screw that's in here right now is useless. And that kind of pisses me off. But then all the pressure we're putting on her earlier when she was face down. I don't know. We'll find a bigger screw later. That back one seems to be holding just fine. Again, the head is the problem. I need a small head with a longer shaft. And I don't see anything on my table. I don't think I have anything over yonder. I wonder if hot glue is ready to go. I need to reload it. There we go. She ain't ready yet. Because I didn't freaking plug it in. I plugged in the soldering iron. Dumbass. Amateur hour. Told you guys. All right. I got nothing to talk about. Let's shut the camera off. We'll come back when the freaking glue gun's ready to go. Okay, so I really don't know that it's worth showing this, but what the hell, you know. I almost feel like I need to drill my pilot holes instead of fudging around with this like I am. It's like ridiculous. See that? I don't know what happened with that one. I'm gonna drill pilot holes. I'm tired of fighting it. This one, I still got to get that one out. I don't know what the hell's going on with that one. Yeah, it went sideways. Let me pilot hole it, screw it, you know. Might as well waste time with simple crap like this. Looking for the damn drill kit. Problem is, these damn screws are so small. You know, my skinniest, tiniest drill bit. Freaking, I don't know. It'll get it. At least it'll get it going straight down. You know, it's just hate the mess. The mess that we get drilling in this freaking plastic, and then I'm just gonna supplement with more super glue. Hot glue. Don't know why I keep calling this super glue. And my other fear is drilling into a damn wire or some component, you know. But I know I'm far enough away from the components. But again, customization, man. Just do what you gotta do as you go along. Amateur customization, that is. All right. Theoretically, we're gonna have a lot easier time now. Let me get I lost my Walmart cheaters. There you are. Let me now put my screws in. And like I said, more hot glue to follow. Why not? All right, so that was a lot easier, guys. And I knew that was the best thing to do. It's laziness, man. That 4 screws, a little more hot glue. I already hot glued it down off camera, sorry. I know you guys want to see everything. But it is what it is. So I'm just gonna inject hot glue. Everywhere I can. And you might say, why? And I say, why not? The hell is it gonna hurt? It's gonna be hidden underneath the freaking tunic. Nobody will ever see it. I truly believe I will be dead when I hand these over to my grandson, and they will still be working. He will have to repair them, not me. And maybe not. Maybe next year we'll be making another video how to fix what we screwed up a year ago. These babies will be in the hunt this year. And I don't know how many of y'all, first of all, it's not like I got a lot of people following me yet. I don't know how many of y'all are in Texas and near South Texas, but we will make our 2024 hunt known to everyone. I think I realized that I never cleaned my table of all the little freaking wire clippings earlier. That ain't good or smart. It is what it is at this point. Well, so I should always clean your table every freaking time you get ready to move on. All right. Again, let's let this dry now, and we'll stand her up and test her. And then the next step is making the tunic. So we'll be back in a bit. All right, we got the lights turned down so you see the eyes. And let's give her a flash. All right, so far so good, man. Again, we're learning how to fix our own props without having to pay someone to do it. You mass order your parts, you'll have parts forever. I barely moved and she triggered. So the flash of flesh works really good. All right. That was the reset. Once the sensor sends a signal, and then like it's 8 seconds and it shuts off. But if you flash again, it'll reset it every time until everybody walks past it, and then it'll go through a cycle and it'll end. So what I want to do next is, just for the hell of it, I want to put her brother next to her, plug him in, and just see what two of them sound like going together. I think that'd be a cool experiment. Okay, so after plugging them in and letting them run through their startup cycle, like, she is so much louder than him. He has his original shitty speaker, like we saw the one that she had. I'm gonna change his speaker out. It's just the difference is, like, she just overwhelms him and drowns him out. So let's see if we can just get her going. I don't want them both at the same. All right, so she goes. There he is. You could barely hear him. All right, definitely need to replace his speaker. All right, next step is to make her a tunic like his. And I'm thinking about cutting the bottom, like cutting, you know, the little triangles on the bottom to make them look tattered and torn. Or maybe not, I don't know, you know, it's a different look than what everyone else has. I mean, how's it look? This is a look nobody has, because nobody's done their pumpkin patch, whatever the hell these things are called, from Home Depot, Home Accents. In this style anyway. These are, you know, obviously these are one of a kind now. Original, not, you know, as they were from the factory, because they, you know, I bought them broken. So anyway, I still badass as hell, cool as hell. I'm so happy with these. It's amazing. I don't know if it's because the angle where her eyes look a lot brighter and orangier than his. I don't know why. Same lights, same, everything's the same. You know, I know why, because I have him on the old shitty USB power system. Like I learned on the original video when I learned how to do these. She's on a more powerful electrical system. Her source is a regular 5-volt plug and adapter. His is a USB cable plugged into a brick. I think we just need to upgrade him to the new Monster Maker standards, vice what he was built under. He needs a little upgrade. So, Jesus, I barely move. All right, anyway, we'll finish this up and we'll start the tunic here.